G'day guys, welcome back to Wombat Gaming. We are on episode 12 of our new Bellwright playthrough, and thanks for the feedback from everybody that's been giving me some feedback. It's very hard to remember everything in this game, and it is great to hear the comments that you guys are putting down below, so I really appreciate it. And make sure you hit that like button and subscribe sometime during the playthrough too. It really helps out my videos too, so I really appreciate it. Now, some things that I've kind of been looking at, and a lot of talk about the presets down in here. Now, I haven't made any presets because I was going over some of these and thinking about, okay, how do I want these players to look and dress and stuff. So I did notice that some of the guys, after I changed it, have changed out to some civilian clothing, and some have just stayed in armors, which is good. I think that's what I kind of wanted to happen. So let's have a look at that now. Now, what I've done is I have used the presets that are already in there because I essentially think that they work like they say they do. So, for example, so let's have a look at the footman. So, this one obviously you can't edit because it's these ones you have to make your own. Like if I wanted to use Archer here, I can edit that because I made it myself. But let's just take the Archer for example. So if I select someone as an Archer, I'm guessing that they're going to grab the best bow first. If they can't grab that one, they'll just work their way down. And the same with, you know, weapons. So one-handed weapon, they're going to grab the best one-handed weapon that they can hold, work their way down. Same with the medium armors through to clothing. So if they don't have the option to pick up a medium armor, they will go to a clothing option and so forth. So this is how I've laid everybody out based on their strength and weaknesses. So we'll just take this one, Alexa Sandra. That's an unusual name. Her strength there you can see is one-handed. She has 6 out of 7. Just needs to work on things like shields and stuff, but strength is pretty good, so she can wear decent armor. So I made her a footman. Now I've put her into a companion reservist as well. So when I want to call up an army, she'll be someone that I call on straight away. And I've basically worked my way down. So Annie here has got really good archery skills. She's going to be 7 to 10. So I've made her a marksman, but I've left her as marksman all the time. I guess I've done that because at the moment I'm using everybody, and I'm still getting some wandering bandits and stuff. So it is, I think, in my mindset, good to have them in some armor. Now, it only it's a speed. I think the thing that... So anyway, that's what I've done all the way through. And the reason why I've done that is because when I call up an army now, if I call up an army, I'm going to get 18 reservists, and they're the best 18 that I have. So I've really like looked through idle citizen. So interesting, her role. She's obviously yeah, interesting, that one. So it's got a little bow and arrow next to it. I thought that maybe would have hunter, but anyway, she has got 5 out of 10 for hunting. So that's something I think maybe I'll have to have a look at the hunting and see what's going on there. But we have a few idle citizens. Okay, so my thought pattern was let's make some clothing. And we've got a reclamation party. That's always the way, isn't it, coming in? So I've made some standard clothing up here. I've set up some standard clothing to put into the one barn so that they'll just swap in and out of that. So then they get their speed boost, I guess. Well, they don't lose speed, so to speak. So I guess what we're saying is, like, if you've got a traveler's garb on, there's nothing, you're going to lose nothing. But if you go, as you go up, you're losing speed. It's a shame a lot of this. I'm just going to move away from this. Too many talking. Yeah, I guess the only downside I felt that the developers probably could put in here, and I was having a good look at this, is you don't get any benefits that I can see to wearing armors as you go up. So let's take this reinforced tunic. It does slow me down by 6%. The only benefit is giving me more armor. But it isn't beneficial to put archers into anything else because other than the fact that it's going to slow them down. So the heavier the armor, the slower they're going to move across the map, obviously. And yeah, anyway, let's take a look at this reclamation party. Where's it heading? Actually, it is heading to Padstow. So that's pretty handy for us because they're going to get across this bridge. So we can just call down our reservists when we need to. So we can continue on with other things for the moment. as long as we keep an eye on that. Now we've got some new buildings going on. We finally got cellar going, so we did take Farnsworth yesterday, and we're just moving some things around to give us some more room around this area. Also building down here. Now this location at first was a great location in regards to, I do like the location because it's close to this bridge, which I find all the parties that run through to Herondine and Padstow go across this bridge. Now the only other downside is that this particular bridge here, Farnsworth, and when I do take Bradford, will come across this bridge. But I have set up a river dock down here, so I'm hoping that will be handy. I could have probably put one also around in here for Bradford when I do take Bradford, so I will probably look at doing that as well, and just use this one for Farnsworth. And when we look at taking Crashmere, obviously a river dock in here straight away would be pretty handy. Yeah, it's just going to be Horndean and Blackridge Pool that don't have a river dock at this stage. I may be able to, I haven't been over here to have a look whether I could get a river dock into this swampy kind of area. Would be interesting to see. But I aren't too far a walk. I could walk across to Blackridge Pool quicker than that army could get there. It's really just Horndean that I'm going to have the problem with, which I could probably look at down here maybe. I know these are pretty sharp cliffs and stuff, but anyway, that's the thinking. And yeah, the only downside with this area is that I'm having to come down to this flatter ground up on that hilly area. I was having trouble building, especially into that area there. A lot of uneven ground. I also have mud in here, which I didn't realize you couldn't build on top of. So that's kind of caused me a few heartaches. But yeah, we got the blacksmith up and running, and the workshops getting built, I should say. So we're going to be able to sort of research some new armor and things like that, start making stuff like that for our troops and start gearing them up with better stuff. Now, one of the other things that I've done is I was running out of hardwood. I'm still waiting for this lumber mill to get built. And so I did build a outpost just over here and hired a couple of people to just collect wood in this area. There is a ton of hardwood over there. So we'll take a look at that after this reclamation party gets closer. How far are we? Got plenty of time. We could probably duck over there really quickly and have a look. Everyone looks like they're pretty busy, which is good. We are still actually trying to build a foraging lodge as well to upgrade that a little bit. So yeah, so we've got a couple of buildings on the build at the moment. The food cellar, we're going to move everything out of there. Once that's done, into the food cellar.
Best bundle up tight. All done in a good days of work.
Let's take a quick look at Farnsworth. Now I've set this up pretty simply, just one small house for 2 people, and yeah, just this particular building here. We've got a storage. Oh, we've got oh, it didn't do too bad. All right, so we'll just go to yeah, all this is hardwood in here. You can see there's just like forests and forests of it. Now I could have put this in further, so I will look at probably doing that as we sort of chop away at all the hardwood, but there is a lot of hardwood around here. So I think they're going to be doing fine. I've just set it up as a priority, and you can see already, yeah, it's doing pretty good. So I'll take some of that back with me while I'm here. And I've set up basically went through yesterday and checked all the deliveries as well. So I've made sure that, I hope that I've got all the deliveries set up properly. So they should be all working now as well. All right, let's go back and take on this reclamation party. You guys got any tips? There's the food bag. Some people have been telling me to make the food bag. It does make a lot of sense. So we're going to go back and take on this reclamation party and see how we go from there. All right, the reclamation party is getting closer to our bridge, so we're going to call up our reinforcements and see how they go. So interesting to see whether most of these guys are already geared out, so I don't think anybody. Actually, let's have another little look at that. Now, someone said I can put in bandage threshold. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not like 100% convinced that that worked because this guy's I've set him up as an archer and he has that. So I thought when you would do the call to arms that they would automatically grab the gear that they want. I assumed by people talking to me that that was going to happen, but let's click on that anyway and see. They should get better gear. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah. So if anyone's got any tips there, because I did read a few comments, people said that they should be automatically going to that to collect their stuff when I do call them to arms. And maybe I don't have enough stuff in there, like this guy. He's level of strength 4. Anyway, maybe I need to do more work on my presets. All right, well, we're going to have to get across this bridge because they're already coming and completely forgotten about them. Let's go down this way. So I think setting up the presets myself is going to maybe work better. They're actually going to put better gear on, I guess. So, oh, we got a bunch of archers. Obviously, got ahead of everybody else. So, all right, well that worked pretty good. No problems there at all. Let's collect all the booty on the ground. Yeah, so I still need to figure out, like this person over here just completely stripped themselves down completely. She's an archer, so obviously the archer preset is not geared up the way I thought it would be. So, looks like must be some loot on the ground over there. It's already gone, so that's good. All right, so we're going to disband this army and take another look at those presets because how did we lose? We lost 3 people to injury there, but it looks... Okay. Missing requirement research. Advanced desk. Okay, so they've got some missing requirements. And we'll have a look at that quickly, and then we're going to have a look at the presets.
Happy days, all thanks to you.
So yeah, so this person here, when I put them back to, well, she wasn't actually. I think she might be.
What news do you bring?
Set up as an archer already. So let's see what happens if I select village, whether she actually goes and changes.
Happy days. All thanks to you.
Yeah, it looks like she's walking across to get changed. So I think maybe I need to make up presets myself just to make sure that they put the right gear on. Yeah, so that is the problem I got going at the moment.
Good days of work.
It looks like that the preset for archer, I should say marksman, is maybe there was just not enough medium armor for her to put on. Although that, yeah, is just normal clothing. So that she should have defaulted to that. In my thinking, she had no pants on at all, so I'm not sure why she just didn't put anything on. But anyway, if you guys got any ideas around that, let me know. We had some advanced problems with the research. I'll just quickly run up here and have a look. We're missing hardwood logs. Okay, yeah, I knew that was going to be an issue. So I've got some work to do. We've got a little bit of got to collect some hardwood logs. I've got to do some trades with the towns, and I think we've got to do our daily trades. So I've just been buying anything I know I'm using a lot of at the moment, which is in this town. I'm just pretty much taking everything and just selling out all the ore and stuff that I've got excess of. I'm not using a lot of things like tin and stuff at the moment, tin ore. So yeah, I'm just going to continue on. We're doing some trades. I'm going to go get some more hardwood and try and get some of these buildings up and running. And then we're going to look at where we want to research as far as like different types of weapons and armors and things like that. So we're heading off to get some hardwood and yeah, just do a few more trades and things like that. Alrighty, we're just going through some of the buildings, trying to work out why some of them have actually slowed down quite a bit. Turns out that I am not getting enough mud of all the things in the world. Can you believe it? So yeah, I need cob, and I've got enough of everything really to sustain that if I had enough mud. So I did move my mud down into this area here, and I've got the one little mud guy, but it's winter and there's no mud in winter. So as soon as we get out of winter, I'm going to build another mud up here. I think we do have mud in this area as well. So I'm just going to wait till I can see it. I guess it doesn't really matter as long as I don't put down it right on top. But we do need to build a mud gatherer again. We need a couple of these, and we need to get that going because we're needing a lot of cob at the moment. So one of these mud collectors, we'll just pop it down here. I don't think it's anywhere near the road. That shouldn't take too long to build. We've got all those things. Another thing I'm using night times for, I'm trying not to sleep through the nights at the moment, and the reason for that is a few people have commented, and this happened on my first playthrough as well, is if you sleep, the brigand parties and raiders can work overnight, so you can actually get a reclamation party start. You could go and sleep and they'll work in real time, so you could wake up and they'll be like almost on the town. So I'm using the opportunity to do things that manually need to be done, like I'm trying to do my trades at night. I'm trying to build new buildings at night. So we're going to hop across to Padstow. We need to keep the population nice and strong, so we're going to just be focusing on, for the moment anyway, houses until I can start to build improvements like for archery and things like that. We're basically going to do that. So we've got a house already built here. Looks like we can build another one. So let's have a look. Find some spare land here. Village, and we want the village house. Okay, so when we get to when we get the better improve, once we've researched them, we will build like the things that help them improve their skills in the village as well. But at the moment, we're just going to build, I think it's going to build houses. Where can we put this? And yeah, we've missed the deadline for transfers. That was at 12 o'clock, but that's okay. We're just going to run around to the 3 towns that we've done and put some houses down. And we're getting a little bit more renown slowly again. So we're going to start looking again at who we can hire. So we want to focus on hiring, I guess, warrior soldiers. So that's our next one. We're also going to look at getting Bradford under control as well. We're pretty close there. Not too far away. I think we could get there today as well. So yeah, that's probably the focus. And also around Farnsworth, there's a couple of large bandit camps we want to get rid of. I finally made the food bags, which has kind of given me a little bit more room in my inventory, which is good, even though I'm using the mod for inventory, but it certainly helps. Ooh, we've got a few people sleeping on the ground here. All these houses, that's interesting. I wonder how they manage their own houses, but anyway, we'll build another house here. And yeah, so we might have quite a few more people to choose from here. Trying to stick with level 4s. It doesn't be too much action here. I think these guys were both here last time I checked. So we'll just keep an eye on that. But yep, off to Farnsworth now also to build a house. And we're going to look at, I'm going to bring my little army across to Farnsworth today and take out those bigger bandit camps as well. So that's something we're going to do as well. Because we do have quite a few in this area. Farnsworth kind of like is surrounded. We've got this large one here and a large one here. We want to get rid of them definitely. And these yellow ones The green ones I can take care of myself really easily, but that is the plan for today. So, yeah, almost morning. Get this last house built down here somewhere. Maybe I need to come in more. Try and squeeze everything in. All right, and yeah, let's head across to. Let's have a quick look while we're here. We got any new people? We've got a couple of new people by the looks. Jack, I think, is new. I think they're going to be too expensive for us at the moment, but we will take a look while we're here. And then I'm going to race back and grab my army and take on these bandit camps around here. So, where's Jack? Here we go.
How can I help?
No, it looks like I have spoken to this guy before, so
I'd be happy to work with you.
decent skills through here, but he has got this nearsighted, so it makes him terrible at archery, which is a shame because that's one of his higher perks. Let's take a look at the other one while we're here quickly. I think it might have, maybe it's Royce.
Outsiders ain't exactly welcome here, but your coin spends the same.
Yep, so he's new. I haven't clicked on him before.
If you've earned the trust of the elder, then that's good enough for me.
I can hire him, but again, quite average skills through here. I am trying to focus my skills on better, you know, especially strength's not too bad, but I want these things to go to 8 or not 8 possible, maybe even more or higher. So, okay, so let's we've got one more person. I guess we could check. I think I've maybe already spoken to Ruby.
Spare a coin for an old soul? Just a few pennies to save up.
Midday break with no fear of raids.
How can I help you, sir? You're a good soul.
Alrighty, so this person has really good archery skills. So that's kind of handy. Goes to 9, so she'd make a really good archer. Although, let's have a look. She drop chance, it's only 5. Movement speed's good. Productivity's terrible. But, I mean, productivity-wise, I'm not really suffering too much with it at the moment. I think the archery would come in handy, so we might actually bring her on board.
You lead, I'll follow.
And I haven't set all these up yet. I'm going to work on this archer one today, but at the moment we're just going to make her that. And actually she is what is she? A harvester and a laborer. And she's got pretty good skills all the way through here. So harvesting. Definitely. And what else was there? We had harvesting, labor,
Hungry and down on luck.
hunting. We might make
Coin would
this.
mean the world.
I'm tired.
We might make hunting too. We'll turn off some of the stuff she's not good at. So crafting, researching, farming. I'll leave the other skills. We'll leave them all on 5 as an average, but we'll let her go back to the base. We got the armory research now, so we need to get that going as well and start building that and start working on better weapons. Now I have decided too with the archers specifically, I'm going to work on that one first. I'm going to actually gear set them myself properly, so I am going to work my way through the tier 2 stuff. So I'm going to work my way up to, at the moment, the only thing holding me back, I guess, is strength related items. So this is a strength required 5, and I'm guessing, yeah, that one's 5 as well. I'm hoping it doesn't get too much higher than that. That's something I'm going to keep an eye out on, is that the people I am hiring attributes have a possibility of going above 5 as strength. So I can buy strength books and try and get them above 5, which is fine. but I am making sure that I can go to at least 6 on their strength. So, all right, let's I could do it from here, but we're going to use our how's everything going down here? We've got a bakery going on, a workshop, and so we need an armory. This is quite a big building, I think. I might wait till the bakery's built because it looks like I'm having trouble getting that in there, and I want to try and keep as much room as I can. I think where they place all the logs and stuff like that, you can see them all in here overlaps, so you can't actually build on top of that stuff while they're doing it, which is fair enough. All right, we are going to get our army together, and we are going to head across to Farnsworth and take out some people. We just got that one researched. Yeah, I know you can open up the inventory, but for research, a few people pointed that out, but I'm just going to run across and do these while I'm here. Actually, let's have a look. What was the next one? That was... Yeah, so strength, it goes to 6.
Work, lads. We need
I'm
to make
getting
this place look
a
better.
little bit more...
The village is looking better and better.
We will research it, because I like the way it looks. And then we're going to start researching some other stuff for the presets in regards to like that. The helmet, I've already decided we're going to use just the...
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
I think there might be the kettle helmet. We're going to stick with kettle helmets. So that's what we're going to work on for the archers. And then, yeah, we just need need pants, which would probably the ringed pants will do fine, and some boots. They're easy, but we kind of will work out that when we do it. Okay, so yep, we want to get an army together. I don't know. We've got a lot of stuff happening. Not too many idle people at the moment.
Village is looking better and better.
So I might let these guys work for a little while. I'm going to get some other things done. So I'm going to skip to, you know, a day or two ahead and see if we can get some buildings built, because I think that's a priority at the moment. We are missing 3 or 4 buildings that need to be built. And then we'll get the army together and take out those bandit camps, because at the moment they're not really a big problem. But we are really lacking in building structures at the moment. Now, one thing I just noticed and didn't realize, but I actually have farmed out the mud from here, which is interesting. It doesn't look like there's any mud here anymore. And it's annoying in some ways that it does disappear, which is fine. But yeah, so he's going to run off. I guess once the mud's gone, you can actually, I don't know. It's a terrain, so you can actually build on the mud areas once it's gone. So that's interesting. Now he's running off somewhere to find mud. Okay, I didn't realize there was mud on top of the hill. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this mud a little bit closer, I think, just because it kind of seems silly that he's running all the way up and back. So
Morning, friend. Mind the mud on the...
and we'll get the mud in there, I think. And that way it's just going to work a little bit more efficiently. Yeah, so I'm going to give him a hand with that. We're going to get some more resources together. Mud is a real priority at the moment, so I'm going to go around and get some mud myself just to speed things up a bit, because the cob is the one thing that's holding us back on most of the buildings, I think. Righty, we are starting to make a bit more progress now. We turned our eye to building for a little while, for just a couple of days, to try and get some research done and some, you know, essential buildings. It's kind of holding us back from growing at the moment, so we've got a few things. Yeah, I realized that I depleted this mud up here so I could build on top of it, which was super handy. So I've got a couple of buildings down the bottom here, like the workshop. Once it's built, I'm going to move it back up here to keep it all close together. And running out of housing, so I'm kind of contemplating, these hold 3 each. The big house is massive. This is what it looks like, and it only holds 7, but it looks pretty cool. But can't build it on much terrain. Maybe can find a spot up here somewhere eventually, but it is a pretty big house, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to place that one down at this present time, just because of the it affects morale really well, so that's probably the benefit to it. So I will look at putting at least one down to see what it looks like. But yeah, we have a reclamation party coming in from Padstow. We've had no real issues with them. I have also been focusing on a archer build, waiting for all the things to be built, and I've set that up as a primary weapon, whatever they can get at. Bows wise, I think they go from the best bow to worst bow, so I haven't built the better bows yet, but that'll obviously be a priority. And then obviously the second weapon that they can carry would be a one-handed weapon of some description. Then I've gone with a couple of different helmets. Actually, I wanted to remove one of these helmets, actually, come to think of it. The Footsman helmet, I think I wanted to put the
Another chore.
kettle helmet in there. So yeah, remove that. And then I'll make this number 1 at number 2. So if I run out, so I'm making the kettle helmet, their standard helmet. I've been making a few of those. The strength required is only 3, so most of my archers are kind of 4 or below, or, you know, hovering around there. I've gone for the reinforced braces, and then also the ringed quilted trousers. Everything's 4, and then just options on bags down the bottom. So I shouldn't have any issues. Heavy armor, the only thing I haven't sort of figured out is the torso slot yet. I just left it on heavy, and I guess, oops, medium for second. Okay, so that's my preset for archer. I haven't actually gotten everything made yet. I think we've got all the kettle. I got about 8 or 9 archers at the moment, so I've just done 10 of everything. I've got the helmet sorted. The footman's helmet I'm going to use for my inventory for the moment. We're building some more. We got gloves, actually. A lot of thick gloves, don't we? Anyway, we are kind of getting there. I have teed all these up. I probably need some more swords.
So far we're doing great work, don't you think?
All the villager gear is there. Let's have a look. We probably need a few more swords around that kind of level 4 mark.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
So we want a one-handed weapon. I guess we don't want to go above 4. Bastard sword's pretty good. Oh, we got the broadsword. 47, okay, 47. I think the broadsword's actually going to be the best sword. On my archers, so I'll make 10 of them. I'm not sure if this is happening to other people, but I noticed, so like the rugged axe, for some reason, it's on top up all the time, but there's an extra row every now and then it gets in here. Carpenters hang out. I can't delete them, so I'm not sure if anyone else is having problems with that as well. Unless it's actually, no, I've just worked out what that row is. Okay, that is for repairing. Okay, so anything that comes back into, they will repair. Okay, just worked it out then. Okay, that's handy to know. But yeah, it's getting along. How's this party getting? It's coming slowly. They're walking away around. And yeah, just getting some sturdy shoes and reinforced braces made for my archers. And then we'll look at working on the infantry. So coming along. Once we've got a few more buildings done, everybody's really busy. There's no like spare people at all. So that's really good. Once these main buildings that I want up, like the wood and this one, the foraging, I think are the 2 priorities at the moment. Once they're up and running, we'll start to think about doing some more bandit clearing, and also we're going to look at taking this one over here, Bradford. So that's another thing we've got to look at as well. So, all right, well, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this reclamation party on at the bridge, and then I'm going to head across to Bradford and see what we need to get done to get that one ready to be taken as well. All right, the reclamation party is getting closer, so I'm going to call to arms and just see what kind of happens. And we have 18 reservists.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
We're not going too far, so I don't need to think about anything else other than what they're carrying now. I haven't adjusted it. I'm still using the default for a lot of these guys, especially the archers. And they aren't automatically grabbing gear. So someone's kind of told me that they do, but yeah, they're not. Unless I do need to keep doing this. So let's see if this guy's change out. So when I do it that way, they definitely are changing out into better gear, that's for sure. The only downside, it does take a while for this to happen.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
Probably need to drag them away a little bit so they don't clutter each other. Alright, well, that... Apart from this dude here, unless I'm running out of gear, he can only put a helmet on, so... Got one last one. I'll just try it one more time and just... they're all... No, they don't want to, so... Let's have a look at this guy quickly.
And I'll be there.
4 out of 6, so he's got 4 out of 6. Maybe, yeah, maybe he doesn't have the gear in. Oh, that's a 4, so in fact that's one of my archer garments that I've set up. All right, well, look, we'll sort that out when we get back. I'm not really sure why they're not taking the better gear when they've got opportunity to. It might be part of that marksman's default. Let's get all these guys down here to the bridge. Super handy actually being close to this bridge because 2 of the main parties that come across here.
Move! Move!
Leaving things to the last minute, as you can see. Archers are always going to get here a little bit earlier. It's a pretty small party by the looks, so okay. It looks like I lost at least one person here. So not a bad result, just the one casualty. Someone got really close there. That stove is stable. Okay, cool. All right, well, we will send these back. I'll work out who died. Let's have a look. We'll just disband this army and...
With more houses, we could make a small city there.
So it looks like we lost Anne. Now, what's Anne's deal? So she is... Yeah, okay, probably not our best fighter. Just good at shields, and one hand only goes to 4. So we probably could just make her a villager, to be honest, for the moment. We'll take her off reservist. And yeah, that's probably why she died. She's probably not the strongest person in the group. All right, well, that worked out well. We've still got a few buildings we're finishing off here, so moss is becoming a problem. It's
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
one of those things that I've got to go and get myself at the moment, mostly. Like this little camp here is gathering a little bit of it from here, I believe. But I have found one here, and where's the other couple? And one there and one there. So they're the main ones that I've found. Yeah, but I am running low. I haven't been around this area too much because, as you can see, there's a massive bandit camp there. So there probably is a lot more moss in here, but I'm having to go and get it myself, and it doesn't refresh very quickly. So yeah, that's the one thing that's kind of holding me back on some of the buildings. So I'm going to have to get some more moss. Hopefully, some of it's regrown, and then we're going to look at probably finishing off some of these buildings, and then looking at taking. The only town on this kind of side of the river that we haven't taken yet, which is Bradford. So yeah, we're off to that now. Alrighty, we just became the protector of Bradford. We needed an extra 200. I just built this thing here. It gave us the extra 200 we needed.
Come closer.
So
greetings and good fortune. Friend, you showed that that's what this step will.
Alright, so pretty much that's what we needed to do. So what we're going to do is set up a bell tower back up in here somewhere. And this is somewhere where I can get to with my troops, I guess, without having to worry about them too much. So pop it back here, actually. So we're just going to have to wait till the next day to get that rung, and then we will look at getting up here. Now, the quickest way to get up here is going to have to be... Yeah, it's going to have to put up another one of these river docks in. I could march across, but if I put a river dock down in here, I might be able to actually just get in here really quickly, and it might be handy to have anyway. So pretty much what I'll do is I'll just go and get all the resources myself, set it all up, and give someone a hammer, and then let them go for it. I might just even hire someone from this town. We've got enough renowned, so we're going to get into that now, get the river dock done, and then see about getting this town liberated. Alrighty, we found a good location for our river dock to take Bradford. We did run into a few problems though while I was going back to get some extra resources to build it. The guy that I had hired from Bradford to just come down here and build it, unfortunately ran into some bandits and got killed. So yeah, there's no bandit camps on this side of the river at all. The closest one is here, it keeps popping up. So I'm going to take care of that now, but yeah, very annoying. I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow anyway because the bell tower needs to be built. So we're basically just waiting for that bell tower to be built, and then this port. There's actually some bandits over there in the distance as well. So yeah, where are they coming from? Maybe this one here. There's a few of these little level ones popping up from time to time. They're more of a nuisance than anything. So I have to take care of them as well. So what are we at? We're probably a little bit under 40 minutes, a little bit more to go. We'll see if we can get the bell tower built, this dock built, and then we'll take Bradford and get it done, I think, and then start clearing out this whole region again. I guess the good thing about these little billet, they're more of a like a mosquito swat, these guys, than anything, because they are quite easy to kill, but it's just annoying that you have to take them out all the time. Yeah, so that's the annoying thing. It's just having to find them and take them out, which is super frustrating. But anyway, we were going to keep knocking these off and wait for that bell tower to get built, and we should be right. All right, we are really getting held up by moss at the moment. We can't build this charcoal furnace behind me because we have no moss, and I can't build another building up the hill because we have no iron, and I need the moss to make finish the smelter off. So yeah, we need to go looking for more moss. That's a real problem at the moment. I need this. This is ready to go, but I just don't have the charcoal to get it going. So one thing that popped up just a minute ago was that Padstow declined for some reason in prosperity descent by 25%. So maybe I don't have enough things in town to boost that up. Really doesn't give you much information here, unfortunately, so I guess it just comes down to building things, and I'm just going to have to use resources to build something. So I guess the village improvements that I do have, yeah, they help with prosperity, but they don't say they actually contribute to much more. So I think I'm going to do a bit more research. I think that's probably what it's got to come down to. And maybe we need to have a look at that. There's probably village improvements that are going to help me in that way. Now, we don't want the town to decline. So buildings, we do have a few things here. So this one obviously is going to help train more militia, provide livestock, grain storage, training grounds, and a vault. Okay, so it doesn't specifically say that these things are going to help, but I guess I gotta have to try one of them. I don't have a lot of cotton vault at the moment. This is a problem with that one. Maybe I'll just build the granary. Although the cattle pens, yeah, that might be maybe the way to go. It's a lot of resources that I have really easily. Then I can do the next one. And I'm going to have to look at something like that. If anyone knows more about the prosperity of towns, let me know, because yeah, that one actually says it's decreasing. I know trade helps, but I can only trade once a day. So, and I am trying to remember to trade daily. So let's see what this, what do we got a lot of? Yeah, so we'll keep trading, I guess. It's going to give us that 100, but we had a pretty big drop then. It did say 25%, so I'm not sure what that 25 refers to. Let's have a quick look and finish this off. And oh, the mud collector. Oh, the foraging lodge is finished, and I forgot to tee up things. All right, Padstow is back to stable. So after doing that trade, it went back to stable, which is interesting. So, all right, I've got to look at the couple of things that have got no things in them as well. So I do have this built now. So I don't know why I built another lodge. I made a mistake there, I think. I was supposed to build a hunting lodge there, I think, but I built a foraging lodge. It's always the way. All right, we got to do a little bit of work, and then tomorrow we're looking at hopefully finishing off and attacking the town of Farnsworth over here. Bradford, sorry. So this is our next thing. So hopefully that person that died, got injured, will recover, build that for us, and then the bell tower should finish off as well. Alrighty. We are expecting a raid tomorrow, so we need to get this all sorted. We need to get Bradford done. We have built our river dock, and it's all running, which is good. So we're just going to march our army up into Bradford. So I think we should be fine with, definitely should be fine with the 18 reservists that I've got. And I will just get them a gear. I've set up all the archer gear sets, so it'll be interesting to see whether they all get the same gear on. They should have that kind of helmet. That's pretty much what they should look like, this person here. So hopefully they all end up with that. I've got enough gear for everybody, I think. Though this guy here doesn't seem to want to participate. I don't know why. Maybe I'm missing pants. Okay, that's a bit weird. Oh, this guy's got nothing on at all now, so... oh my god. Alright. That didn't work very well. Let's see, let's wait till they finish. Because I swear I had 10 of everything in there, and I don't have more than 10 archers, so well, let's just see what happens. Okay, this does take a little while. Let's do that one more time.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
Now it seems like I'm missing the pants and the tops. Let's have a quick look. Oh, there's the ring trousers. Unless those people... Okay, that's I did not check that. They're... Okay, yeah, strength is not good enough. Okay. All right, so that's something I didn't think of. Let's quickly fix that up. We have an archer here. Let's edit the preset so that the... Okay, it does say any medium. Maybe I don't have any mediums in there. Let's do a... like that and see if that fixes it. All right, so this guy here, shrink's only 3, and obviously there's no, I can't believe I haven't got any. Okay, so
Happy days, all thanks to you.
yeah, I don't have any 3s in there. Okay, so that's something I need to have a look at for sure. All right, well, we've got a little bit more work to do by the looks. We're almost there. We were just a short the 1 by the looks. Because he's only a level 3. All right, yeah, it doesn't look like I've got anything in there. All right, so that's just as a lesson learned. So what have we got here? 44. Actually got nothing level 3 at all. Okay, so we need to make a few more level 3 items for one. We were like a 1 short by the looks.
Anything you command.
Yeah, so he doesn't even have boots on. All right, well, it's like it's 1 person. It's not the end of the world. That's Crusader. Okay, so let's head down. Now, last time I traveled with 10 people, so where am I going this way? So we'll see how we go. We've got the 18, I think it is. I didn't actually check if they needed food. That's probably something I should have done.
Just point the way.
They got enough food. All right, they got a couple. Looks like they got a couple of food each. That should be enough for this journey. Now, I don't know if we need these. I'm going to bring them with me just in case. All right, so we have, what did I say, 18. So we should be able to travel with all 18. And here we are. Okay.
My stomach is grumbling. If I don't eat something...
All right, we're going to head up there now and ring the bell and take this town. Alrighty, we're getting everybody up here. Made sure that I had some hearty meat stew on me for that extra health. And yeah, so stats are pretty good. Not that we should have an issue in this town. Ooh, we've got this guy nice and close to the bell tower. That's all right. We're just waiting for everybody to get up here. Strength in numbers. We've got a few brigands around us. You can see them walking around, so we want to keep together. Actually, I might be better off bringing them into this open area, actually. So we don't get kind of caught up in that area down there.
I can't fight on an empty stomach.
Alright, someone's getting hungry. I don't know who that is, but got a bit of spare food on me, so shouldn't complain now, hopefully. Alright, let's ring this tower and just take this down. It shouldn't be that hard. Alrighty, there we go. I don't think we lost a single person. Yep, no, we didn't. So that was good. Alright. Arnold Schwarzenegger, follow me. Alright, we're going to head back. Actually, we need to gather all the loot, I guess. Click on a bag. There we go. We'll grab all the loot first. And that is done. So we just have to come back in the morning and talk to the elder. But this town is ours now. We have a reclamation party already heading. And so we've got two options. We could just wait here, but we don't have a lot of food. We could sail to Farnsworth and cut them off. They're going to cross here. So I think that's going to be the best option at this time due to the fact that we don't have a lot of food on us. So, and yep.
Stay together.
Gotta love that. Who thinks that sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger? Is it just me? From the Terminator? Alright, we're going to head down to the dock. I did bring a spare shipwright with me, just in case.
Follow my lead.
Now, I don't have a lot of food on me. And they're working their way pretty slowly down, so we could just go through this way. Alright, we're going to work our way there by knocking off bandit camps.
Stay together.
Find some loot on the ground. All right, we march onwards. Alright, how are we going so far? They're heading towards the bridge. We've got another big bandit camp up here. So far we've stayed together pretty good, so we haven't lost anybody. But this we'll worry about the bandit camp after this. I think this party that we got coming is the one reclamation party that we want to worry about. Okay, are they going to cut through the field or walk around? That is the question. Actually, we're just going to take these out. These guys didn't seem to be that much of a problem, so... Although there are a few more in it, so let's just see where the reclamation party goes, up the road or through the middle. Don't want to wait too long because I'm not sure what the food situation's like. Looks like they're going to take the road. So we'll go around. Yeah, they're taking the road. Okay, so we can cut through here. We just don't want to lose our party. I don't want to get too close to that bandit camp just yet. Oh, they're cutting through the field. Oh, they are cutting through the field. Okay.
Forwards, march.
So that worked well. So let's clean up the loot. We lost a few people then, but that was going to be kind of expected, I think. And I think we're going to take out this bandit party. It shouldn't be that much harder, so... All right. Clean up the loot and we are done. We lost a few people in that one, but we did take on 2 large bandit camps and we took on both the soldiers at Bradford and the reclamation party. So I think as a result, it wasn't really that much of a big deal. It was actually not a bad result, to be honest. Looks like they cleaned out everything, which is good. Okay. All right, well, we're ready to head back, and that would be the video for today. So tomorrow we are going to be working on getting our village a little bit better, making sure we've got everything that we need up and running, and start to, I guess, fortify this side of the river. We have a couple of bandit camps to get rid of as well around this region. Essentially, though, we're pretty good across the board. We can now trade too with these guys, which is really good because these sorts of things... we're using a ton of them at the moment. We are really just chonking through them at the moment because of all the stuff that we're making. So anyway, we're going to trade with them in a minute. But if you found this video helpful, guys, and you're enjoying this series, make sure that you hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed so far, please make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. One bad out.
The skies with pixels ablaze and battles untamed. We'll conquer the virtual, never made.